On the floor for the visiting Atlanta Hawks. At small forward, Devin Vassell. At point guard, J.R. Martin. At the other forward position, Wong. At the other guard position, Austin Reeves. At center, Evan Mobley. The head coach of the visiting team is Quinn Snyder. Let's meet the starting five for your Hawks.
Hi, and welcome everyone. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Martin is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then it's Evan Mobley. And it's A-Train in at the power forward. And for Orlando, we've got Booker. Anthony Davis is out there with George. Then there's Hayes. And it's Livers in at the 5. Home in the paint. Breaks since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021. The Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
He's perfect from the line this time. Well, you can expect the threes to fly tonight, Brent. Both of these teams are full of sharpshooters.
Well, which team gets hot first, Kevin, I think is going to be most important. Shooting is rhythm. How do you establish that? Oh, man.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Just another part of Devin Booker's amazing offensive game. He finds wide open guys.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Jamal Mosley. David.
So for much of the brief time I had with him, he was talking about Evan Mobley. He said this kid is not a kid. This is a mature big man who affects all aspects of the game at both ends. But in particular, he's worried about Mobley's defensive presence and his ability to guard every position on the floor. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Here's Hayes. And a miss there on the triple.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And there's the drive. And here's Reeves outside. Hits it from three-point range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Magic. Pass to Hayes. Davis, that's for 2. And it falls over the rim and in.
Confident shot from AD, committing to taking that jumper.
Vassell kicks to Mobley. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round, but it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars.
And both free throws good for Mobley. And the Hawks have been part of the play-in tournament 3 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, since that run, Kevin, in the 2021 Conference Finals, it has been tough sledding for Atlanta. They've really been stuck in middling in that 7 to 10 range, which is forcing you to play some tough opponents in those early rounds, but they have not overcome that.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And with the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard showing us this month's top passers. Devin Booker, number 1. Anthony Davis, 3rd.
If you look at the work of these two players over that period, you might have to say we're looking at the 2 best passers in the NBA.
Reeves the pass to Vassell. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. Here's Hugh. And the 3 ball is good. A-Train's got 5 now. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Back to Booker from the arc. Hands it from downtown. Booker's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the 1 miss here on their first 5 attempts.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Now here's Hugh. He's guarded by Davis. Mobley, a screen on George. The tricky little pass fake there, working well.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Booker, the pass delivers. Booker against Martin. Down low. And it's Livers missing. The Atlanta Hawks come into this one following a loss to the Hornets.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Martin, the pass to A-Train. Shakes off the strong D and gets the bucket for 2. He's got 7. You talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Orlando Magic. They trail by 1. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Atlanta.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
Well, they were obviously the superior team a year ago, but a lot can change from one season to the next in the NBA. Let's see how this game plays out before we make any rush to judgment as to how they'll fare against each other this year.
And here's George. Scoreless thus far. Davis setting the pick for George. Off target with his 3. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Pass to Reeves. Off target from 3-point range. Orlando, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. From deep, George. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feet.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Hawks trailing. It is incredible that George is playing Brent at such a high level after his injury history is taken into account.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, one of the more horrific injuries in terms of the way it presented itself and what we saw Paul George go through. But this guy has not missed a beat. He continues to be really the most stable part of any organization that he's joined. And he's been in a few places. That has not affected the way that he's approached the game on both ends of the floor, and is certainly still one of the top 15 players in the game.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. Austin Reeves picks one up. And Orlando making a change here. Ruff's jacked in. Then for the Hawks, Parker comes in for Devin Vassell. And Murray subbed in for Austin Reeves. As we advance through the second half of the season, Brent, how do you keep your focus as a player?
Well, what have you established, Kevin, to this point in the year? I mean, what are the habits that have gotten you to this point? Are they working for you? Are you staying consistent with those? And I think over the course of time, you're going to get more positive out of habits that are creating an environment for you to have better performances and not take you away from what the remainder of this grinding long season is all about.
And Booker able to finish. Booker's got 7 points.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Now Mobley trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Charlotte. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. In terms of defense, Greg, the Magic have taken some big steps forward.
Well, they really have. It was a focus for them last season, and it has paid off. They were the kind of team nobody wants to face, and it led to their first playoff berth since 2020.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. You don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Lets it go. Atlanta again missing.
Now, I'm sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. The important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
A minute 50 left here in the first quarter. Outside, Martin. Parker outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
George with no one around. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And it's Parker in the corner. Holds it up there for Mobley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
.106 left here in the opening quarter. Booker outside. George sets a screen for Booker. That 3 off the mark. The Hawks leading by 3. Pass to you. Mobley looking it over. And here is Parker. Just 5 to shoot. That shot misses. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Davis. And he drops it in from the low post. Davis has got 9. 24 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Murray outside. 12 seconds left in the first. Inside. Here's Huff. Here's Hayes. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last second shot. Always a feel-good moment.
Well, it's been a high-scoring competitive game through the first quarter of play. Magic lead by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to keep trying to feed that, get out quick.
And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. He's out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Ball. Then it's White. And it's Huff in at the center, filling out the middle. This is out there for Orlando. And that one drops. A-Train's got it all tied up now for the Hawks.
Yeah, recognizing the opening, and Mobley got it to his teammate there on a platter.
The Orlando Magic coming to this one after the win against the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Easy to be efficient on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in a rhythm tonight.
The Magic have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And Brent, for all the talent the Atlanta Hawks have had in recent years, playoff success has not been there.
Well, close to the finals in 2021, but they haven't been past the first round since. I think the 21 run actually accelerated expectations for this team a little bit beyond where they were in their development. So they've come back to earth just a little bit. We'll see if next year they can build to get back to a position where they can have playoff success.
The Hawks trail by 4. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. Austin Reeves went undrafted, but his success comes as no surprise to him. He says, "I've always felt like I belong." It goes back to childhood. His mom once asked him, "Is this confidence or cockiness?" He told her, "They're basically kind of the same thing." Kevin, back to you.
That's something else. Undaunted. Hey, David, thank you. Pulls up. And it's White missing.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And Davis sends it back.
Look at the defense on display there from Davis. Lines up the shot. And perfect timing, swats it away. He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
The Hawks trail by 4. Murray outside. Pass to you. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
White, wide open, he fires. Sinks the three-pointer. White's got the lead up to 7 now for the Magic.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
A-Train, the pass to Murray. A shake, and Davis sends it back. Outside, Ball. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Reeves outside. Murray outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Just 5 on the clock. Puts up a deep three. The Hawks again can't hit. Magic leading by 7. Right side, Ball. Pass to Huff. Here's Hayes, covered by Parker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. You know, it used to be teams hoarded their cap space to make a big splash in free agency. But, Brent, why is that less common now?
Well, really the mechanisms for you to retain and maintain your star power has gotten easier for teams as they have gone out for big extensions to make sure that their star is shining brightest.
Here's Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
And just running the offense, White's that new breed of combo guard who can do a little bit of everything.
Here's Murray. Nothing on the board. Pass to you. Now Mobley. Parker passes to Reeves. Holds it up there for Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
On offense, here are the Magic. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Davis finds Ball. The three connects from three-point range. Ball's got his first 3 points of the game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Davis, the pass to Huff, and that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Huff's got 4 this quarter.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 19-point game against Charlotte. Mobley, a screen on Ball. And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, he's got a confident shot going right now as Jamal's stepping into that 3-ball.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Yeah, most bigs can get picked on in pick and roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Reeves outside. Pass to you. Here's Reeves. Wow, through the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. It goes on Kobe White. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Magic.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Yeah, I wonder if pace and playing fast is something that they're being encouraged to do, because right now they feel like the faster team.
Martin's checked in for Murray. And he nails the 3rd. Ball with it. He's got 6. And you've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Hawks making a switch here. Ford's checked in. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
Now you look at Hayes, sitting at the top of the heap. Looks like he'll be planning on an appearance at the dunk contest this year.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised with his athleticism. This guy has got the goods, no doubt about it. The hops are incredible. And we'll just have to see what sort of creativity he can apply.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing we already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Martin with the bucket.
It's pretty much not how they want to defend the 3-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Pass to White. Davis setting the pick for White. Another miss by Orlando.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6 on the basket from Mobley.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
And Hayes throws it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Baby, it is showtime. Outside, Martin. 1:39 left to play in the first half. Reeves in the corner. Outside, Martin. On the wing. Rebound by the Magic. And here's White. An 11-point game for him in the win against Washington. Here's Hayes. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
It looks like he's got more feel tonight. Like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
And the Magic making a change here. Livers is checked in.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Atlanta. 11-point game. Mobley the pass to 4. It's hauled in by the Magic. Livers has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Martin against Ball. Lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back rim and in. Ball's got the lead up to 13 now for Orlando. Martin the pass to Reeves. Pass to you. Will it go? And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Here's Martin. Drops one in from the wing. Martin's got 8. Orlando leading by 11. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Outside, Davis. 11 feet away from outside the arc. And there is White. And that's good on the assist by Davis. White's got his second bucket of the night. With the drive. Outside for Martin. Shoots over Ball. And the Hawks getting another basket right there. And so it's the Orlando Magic up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome to the halftime show.
It's not a huge deficit on the boards, but enough to where they're giving away possessions, and that adds up, guys.
Yeah, if they're playing a comeback.
And how about we move it on over for a And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. The Magic shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. They've got Mobley. Martin is out there with Austin Reed. Then there's Devin Vassell. And it's A-Train in at the power forward position. Reeves outside. Back to Martin. Shot clock at 5. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7. Orlando leading by 13. Booker inside, covered by Martin. Oh, he's right in the heart of that defense. Booker.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Vassell outside. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. You with the bucket.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
And George kicks to Davis. Here's Livers. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. Here's Hugh, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Here's Booker. He's got 9. Pass to Hayes. From deep, George. Rebound, Atlanta.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now you. 18 points for him. Here's Martin. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be having 3 of 4 to start it off.
George finds Booker. Takes a 3. Once again off the mark, Orlando. The Hawks trail by 10. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks. Last season, the Magic retired the first jersey number in their franchise's history, that of our esteemed colleague and Hall of Famer, Shaquille O'Neal. Orlando's #1 pick back in 1992, Shaq went on to lead them to their first NBA Finals appearance in 1995. The honor is well-deserved, Kevin.
Yep, he's our teammate, isn't he, David? We love him as a guy, and we love him as a player. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. The three-point game's such a big part of the NBA. Let's see the best teams at it. The 4th spot held by the Hawks.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Right side, Davis. Oh, and Anthony Davis is too much at the rim.
You like the poise there from AD. He gets into some traffic, doesn't speed himself up, and ends up scoring.
It's Martin on the wing. 12 points for him. You with the bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Shoots from the elbow. You with the rebound. A-Train's got his 6th rebound on the night. Mobley against Davis. Vassell. Excellent D there from George.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Greg, you know this. Getting that second contract is a major goal for young players in the NBA, like Devin Vassell.
And Devin did, signing a huge 5-year extension in 23. He ended up having his finest year after inking that deal. Vassell has a very bright future.
Martin the pass to Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
And Orlando has possession. Pass to Hayes. Outside, George. From outside, off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Reeves the pass to Mobley. Vassell outside. Over Hayes. It's hauled in by the Magic. Davis has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Booker finds Davis. Now here's Hayes. Now here's Davis. 13 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Here's Booker. Drills the baseline jumper. Booker's got 11 points.
And just lethal as a scorer from all over the floor. Mid-range is in the range for Devin Booker.
Mobley outside. Pass to you. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Magic. Davis up top. He's guarded by you. And here's George for 3. And that one falls, coming off of Davis's feed. Davis has got assist number 8 here in this one already. Mobley outside. Trying to find Martin. He's got it now. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding.
rebounding after that one.
Here's Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Magic.
Great job by this team closing out, blocking a bunch of shots, and just a tremendous effort defensively.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
Vassell outside. Booker against Martin. And nothing is falling for him right now. Magic leading by 15. Here's Liver. The shot, no good. Good D by Mobley. Hawks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Here's Vassell. From the top of the key, he buries it. Vassell's got his second bucket. And Jamal Mosley has called timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Puff's checked in. Parks comes in for Anthony Davis. Sharp checked in for George. And it's White in for Hayes. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Turner's checked in for Mobley. Williamson comes in for A-Train. He's checked in for Devin Vassell. And Murray subbed in for Austin Reed. Here's Ford. It's hauled in by the Magic. White down low. Murray on him. And it's White missing. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up to the Hawks. Down by 15. Pass to Ford. 1:43 left in the third quarter. It's blocked.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Got that one up quick. Sharp's got his first 2 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
The Hawks trail by 17. Ford dishes to Turner. The Hawks working the ball around. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings. Taking a look at Orlando. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, there's the Hawks, down 5 spots from them.
And I think for the Magic, this hasn't been the breakout season that many were predicting, but they're still very much in the hunt for a high postseason seed, and that will keep them focused here during the season's final stages.
The goal is very defined. They have to have a strong finish to the season and make sure they get home court advantage for at least the first few rounds of the playoffs.
Ford passes to Turner. Booker against Martin. Here's Ford. The Hawks again can't hit. Here's Orlando now. They're on an 18-7 run. And it's White missing.
Not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
Here's Murray. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Kobe White.
Jamal Murray more and more has come into his own as a player capable of shouldering the offensive load and being a leader for his team at times.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Booker, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Booker's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
That's a 2 from Martin, and he drops that one in. Martin's got 14. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Magic leading by 17. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. George is out there at Parks. Then it's Shaden Sharp. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Livers in at the 5. That's who's out there for Orlando. Outside, George. The shot by Sharp. Nobody around. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. Booker against Murray. From deep three-point land. Livers grabs the rebound. Livers has got 8 rebounds in this game. Throws it up high.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
.60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Pass to Vassell. To the left wing. Here's Williamson. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
He's the kind of player that even the best defense has no answer.
And here's Sharp. To the paint. Here's Livers. Turner covering. And it's Livers missing.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Murray, good.
Well, a polished score and good recognition as Jamal Murray understood the timing that he needed to catch and fire.
Reeves against Sharp. Here's Booker. Sinks the 15-footer. Booker's got 10 points in just the second half.
Yeah, he's going to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, defense also looking defeated. The lack of hustle is driving the coaching staff a little bit batty right now.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Davis is checked in for Orlando. Then for the Hawks. Mobley, he's checked in for Turner. And it's A-Train in for Zion Williamson. Murray with it. Vassell outside. And here is you. Vassell outside. 5 to shoot. Over George. Vassell, no good.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Livers. Rebound, Atlanta. Mobley's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Murray kicks to Vassell. Pass to you. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Paul George.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Booker. Good again. He's on tonight. 9 for 13 shooting.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Here's you on the wing, Reeves. Vassell wide open. Atlanta again missing.
His poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track. They're going to find a way to win.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
Free throw good, Murray.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me is that he will willingly go right at the defense.
Hayes, he's checked in for Sharp. And so Murray nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Outside, George. Pass delivered. Booker with it. Drains the three-pointer. Booker's got 7 points for the quarter.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second three of the game. One in each half.
Here's Murray. Vassell outside. Here's Reeves. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
Well, the most important event of the NBA calendar might be in June. And it's not the finals, but rather for so many teams, Brent, the NBA draft.
Well, Kevin, it's a chance for you to set the table for your franchise. What do you want to have for next year? What do you want to have 5 years from now? And so all the work that goes in, the scouting, the intel work, to build up a team where you are making the steps and taking strides to become a championship caliber team, that stuff starts at the NBA draft.
Magic leading by 21. Booker outside. George looking around. Booker outside. Rebound by Murray. Murray's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the left side wing. Back to Vassell. Reeves outside. 6 on the shot clock. Lets it go from deep. Vassell, no good.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for. Martin's checked in for the Hawks.
2 shots.
Hayes hits them both.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Reeves outside. Here's you. Buries it from 3-point range. A-Train's got 24.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Davis kicks to George. Pass to Hayes. Here's Livers. Covered by Mobley. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Magic making a change here. Ruff's jacked in. An idea of voter fatigue, Brent. Do you feel voters get tired of the same guy winning every single season?
Yeah, I think they do, Kevin. And it's a shame because 10 years, 15 years, 20 years down the line, those players looking back at the statistics from any given season deserve to be the MVP or all defense. And I hope that maybe that atrophy doesn't take place this year. And Paul George entering the league in 2010, I mean, he's been as good as any two-way wing in the league, cementing himself as an all-NBA level player.
Shot clock at 6. Pass to you. Again, the Hawks score.
Good presence there. Already in his shooting motion, he spotted the open man and made the unselfish play.
And so Booker will bring it up for the Magic. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Now here's Hayes. The three. Rebound Atlanta. Mobley's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Reeves can't hit. Orlando leading by 19 points. Outside, George. Outside, Davis. Shoots the three. Atlanta with the rebound. Vassell outside. Pass to Martin. A three ball. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Orlando.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Davis.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Pass to Booker. Back to George. To the middle. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. To the inside. Davis with the double team. Shot by you, no good. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Pass to Hayes. Back to Booker. Over Martin. Mobley with the rebound. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Thanks very much, Anthony. Great team win. How important are those contributions throughout the roster?
We got a great team, and guys are playing for each other. We play selfless.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for